Okay. All of you can hear me? A little less will help you.
Yes, ma'am.
Out. So we were doing the hitchhikers, and in that we finished doing the question answer. Let us come on to the reference to context. Answer with reference to the context. Now, before we go on to the first, second, and third, we will first begin with the fifth and sixth one. Sorry. Yes, fifth and sixth one. My dear, we will first do the fifth and the sixth one. Let us do it. Me, I'm a fingersmith. I'm a professional fingersmith. Now the question is, who calls himself a fingersmith? The answer is the hitchhiker. The hitchhiker calls himself a fingersmith. By B, why did the speaker call himself so? Answer, the hitchhiker calls himself a fingersmith because he considers himself to be an expert, to be an expert, expert, expert with fingers, with fingers, comma, one who had reached, one who had reached the very top, the very top of his profession, of his profession. 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 Question number C, 5C. Which word did he not want to associate himself with and why? Answer, he did not want to associate himself associate. He did not want to associate himself with the word pickpocket. Pickpocket. Pick. P-O-C-K-E-T pocket. Pickpocket with single inversions. As he thought, T-H-O-U-G-H-T, as he thought, it was a vulgar, B-U-L-G-A-R, I'm sorry, B-U-L-G-A-R was a vulgar word and also considered For instance, right? And also considered pickpockets, P-I-C-K, P-O-C-K-P-T-S, pickpockets, again in single inverted, and also considered pickpockets to be rough and vulgar, to be rough, R-O-U-G-H, rough and vulgar, V-U-L-G-A-R. Stop. Now coming on to the sixth reference to context. Yes, governor, it is. But the trouble is, he lost the book. He lost both books. The one with my name in it and the one with yours. Who has lost the books? Answer. The policeman had lost the books. The policeman had lost the books. 6B. How did the person lose the books? Answer. The hitchhiker had pickpocketed, P-I-C-K-P-O-C-K-E-T-E-D, pickpocketed the books from him, pickpocketed the books from him without his knowledge. Without his knowledge. Knowledge. I repeat, the hitchhiker had pickpocketed the book from him without his knowledge. Coming to the B1, how did the person lose the books? Answer. The books contained C-O-N-T-A-I-N-E-D. The books contained the details of the narrator. The details of the narrator and his car, comma, and his car, comma, based on which, B-A-S-E-D, based on which he was going to be booked for, B-O-O-K-E-D, based on which he was going to be booked for over speeding, comma, which would be followed by, F-O-L-L-O-W-E-D, followed by summons, S-U-M-M-O-N-S, summons, which would be followed by summons and possibly, P-O-S-S-I-B-L-Y, possibly imprisonment, I-M-P-R-I-S-O-N-M-E-N-T, imprisonment. Full stop. Children, I was dictating you which the C partner. Okay. Full stop. The hitchhikers details. The hitchhikers, HITCH, HIKER, then apostrophe, and then S. The hitchhikers details, DETAILS, had also been noted, had also been noted in one of the books, in one of the books, and the policeman had said that he would said that he would go back, he would go back and check if the hitchhiker was check if the hitchhiker was in the list of wanted criminals. Wanted criminals. 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 Full stop. Thus, comma, losing the books, LOSING, thus, comma, losing the books meant that, MEANT, meant that they would not get caught. They would not get caught. They would not get caught by the policeman, by the policeman. Now, by the policeman now. Come to the first one. Will somebody read it out for me? Okay, now based on it, please read out the first question. One. You read out the line first, the lines also. Okay. Now read the first question, please. Okay, children, just a second. I'm dictating. Okay, write down the answer. The narrator's car, the narrator's car Narrators. The narrator's car is being described, is being described in these lines. In these lines. Coming on to the B part, 1B. Who is the narrator of the story? Answer. The narrator of the story is the narrator of the story is a writer, is a writer who is driving to London. Who is driving to London. 1C. Do you think the narrator is proud of his achievement? Answer. Yes, comma. The narrator is proud of his achievement. Yes, the narrator is proud of his achievement. 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 Number 2. I'm going right through London and out of the other side, he said. I'm going to Ipswich for the races. Who is I in these lines? 2A. Answer. The I with single inverted. The I is the hitchhiker in these lines. The I is the hitchhiker in these lines. Number 2, the speaker's English is very different from the narrator's language. Why do you think has the author used two different kinds of speech? Answer, the author has probably used, the author, A-U-T-H-O-R, the author has probably, P-R-O-B-A-B-L-Y, the author has probably used two different kinds of speech to bring out the difference, in the origin, O-R-I-G-I-N, in the origin, comma, background, comma, society, and professions, P-R-O-F-E-S-S-I-O-N-S, professions of the two. Correct? Professions of the two. Now 2C. चल whatever is left you can see from the video. ठीक है ना, वरना बहुत देर हो जाएगी फिर फिनिश नहीं होगा. Background, after background it is society and profession. ठीक है, professions of the two. Now, from the narrator's description, do you think the speaker has some trick up his sleeve? Answer, yes, comma, from the narrator's description, yes, from the narrator's description, 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 comma, the hitchhiker seems to have a trick, up his sleeve, Coming to 3, third reference to context. You wouldn't be driving about in a car like this if you weren't so good at it, he answered. Who said these words and to whom? Answer, the hitchhiker said these words to the narrator. The hitchhiker said these words to the narrator. B. Why did the speaker say these words? Answer. The hitchhiker said these words because the hitchhiker said these words because the narrator had said that he was a writer, and added that there were many bad writers around, and added that there were many bad writers around. 3C. Do you think the speaker has a good observation? Answer. Yes. The hitchhiker has a very good observation. Yes, the hitchhiker had a very good observation. Yes, the hitchhiker had a very good observation. Is this much clear? So with this, we come to an end of the chapter and the syllabus. Nearly we have done everything. Now from tomorrow onwards, we'll be taking up any problem that you have. And if you don't have a problem, I will be starting and initiating a revision. Clear? Okay. Thank you, class. We stop here now.